Ohio, my name is Ryan, aka Scar King, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please excuse the audio if it happens to be a little bit low. Again, this is all that I'm working with here on a laptop, computer with a camera built in and microphone setup. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna have to do and work with for right now. So, for the time being, again, welcome. So, right now, as of late, you probably haven't noticed that I have been uploading any matches, and I'll get to that in a moment. So, I guess I'm being a little bit too all over the place. Forgive me, excuse me for that. It's been a long time since I've done this, but I want to give you a little background about myself. So, my name is Ryan, and I come from a small town in a little place called Salt Lake City, Utah. And I'm born with a congenital heart disease known as tetralogy of Fallot. And just to make a really sad story short, basically I just have 3 holes in my heart, and it resulted in a zipper scar, and I also have like a pacemaker, and I used to have a zipper or a pacemaker scar on my stomach. It's still there, but now it's just up here. But yeah, so that's just the gambit of what I've gone through in my life, and so it's been a struggle for me, and I found a lot of solace in gaming. And so my first love when it came to gaming was typical like Nintendo stuff, like Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong Country, the whole gambit. And so, but when I first discovered fighting games, it was in 1996, and I was 4 years old at the time when this little game called Mortal Kombat came out on the Super Nintendo, and it was a blast. I loved it so much. I loved the music. I loved the characters. I was engrossed in the story, even though I had no idea what the story was at the time. But I mean, I loved the characters, and I really loved the characters a lot. And I had no idea of its history at the time because obviously. Fun factoid: born. This will show you how old I am. That I was born in around this at exactly the same year when Mortal Kombat was made. So yeah, so I was basically, I guess, destined in some crazy way to, start playing fighting games. And then about after Mortal Kombat, then I played Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, or no, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, not Super Street Fighter 2. Just regular Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I really enjoyed the Shotos a lot, and because I'm a little bit slow here and there, it took me a long time, and I'm too embarrassed to say like how long it was, but I was able to learn inputs essentially at a very much later age, let's just say. But yeah, it took me a while to get there, and then in 1998, I was on vacation with my family, and we were just having dinner, and I was told to go upstairs where there was like an arcade, and I saw this really awesome machine, this awesome cabinet, and it was this game called Tekken 3. And for 1998, for how that game was, I mean, like seriously, for what Bamco was able to do in 1998, when I was like 7 years old, like it blew my mind. I love the Embu sequence. So I just hope that one day that we'll be able to see Tekken 3 in the Smithsonian. Like I would love to see that. I personally would love to see that. Maybe you guys like to see that. I don't know. We'll see one day. We'll see. But yeah, so speaking of Tekken, let's talk about that. So So yesterday I didn't upload any matches, as you would know. I'm trying to build up that momentum, and I first off and foremost I want to say thank you all so much for just taking a minute or a moment of your time just to check out my channel, to watch any of my matches, and if you got like any enjoyment out of them, uh, it really means a lot to me. It really has, and like just to see what videos have exploded already. Like they haven't like gone any further like yet, but just for right now, for like where it is and where my channel is going right now, it means a lot. And real quickly before I jump into why I haven't, again, you're going to see me go off and on topic here, and I apologize in advance for that. That I mean, I've always had ambitions to be a entertainer, an influencer. It just took me a long, long time to get there. And why it took me so long? It was because that I was trying to find my identity. Now, you probably may be asking yourself, identity? Like, what are you talking about, identity? Well, if you look at all the amazing influencers on YouTube and on Twitch, even, and you will know that that the moment you say their name, like, the word iconic comes to my mind. And so I wanted to find a way to, find that identity. And it took me a long, long time. Like, I am not even kidding you. Like, I tried doing this since, like, 2012? Like, from 2012 all the way up to, like, 2016, I believe. That sounds about right. Oh my gosh. Wow, really? Wow, that's crazy. But, man, that's actually really mind-blowing. So, and finally, I came to a revelation that when I finally found and it was just the name. Just trying to find a name. And, I mean, I tried every name under the sun. And it just, those ideas where it's like when you see those board of execs that are trying to, like, think of something. And they're just, like, like, throwing darts at, a bunch of, like, sticky notes, or, like, a bunch of names are, like, stuck on a massive, like, whiteboard or blackboard, or, like, just a storyboard art or something like that. And they're just throwing the darts or, like, knives, whatever, at, like, what's, like, a name, like, what's a name that they could go with. And it always, that was my case. That was my case for me. It was just, like, just blindly throwing stuff, thinking what would stick. And, yeah, that didn't work out for me when I thought it did, but ultimately it did. So, and finally, when I came up with the name for Scarred King, it was just like, oh my gosh, that's it. That is my name. And there's a meaning behind the name, and I'm going to explain very briefly. Scarred, because I have a lot of scars on my body. Primarily my zipper scar, which is the most prominently known scar on my body. And my name, and King in Scarred King, because my name, Ryan, it means little king. And so when you just put two and two together, Scarred King. So, yeah, so that was a really big, like, aha moment for me. And I was really happy with that. And then I just started getting to work. I started getting to work and just doing what I did. And, yeah. And then just to see just what already is starting to happen for me in these times, And, again, I super appreciate every single moment of your time. When you guys feel like you want to watch any of my stuff. Like, if it just for you guys to just take a minute or a moment of your time just to watch any of my videos, it means the world to me. It really, really does. And when you guys, say some nice things, it makes my day. It makes me feel really good. And it truly does. So, alright, so let's get back to the main event of why I'm doing this. Clearly, you read the title, so let's get to the point. So, since Wednesday, I haven't been uploading any Tekken 7 stuff, and that's because that I'm doing something very, very special on the 31st. So, come Halloween, I am going to put up 31 matches that I personally picked myself. And trust me, you are going to absolutely love these matches. I had a lot of fun playing them, and I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of fun watching them, as I had a lot of fun playing them. They were just an absolute riot. Trust me, you're going to see a lot of big, like, oh man, like, that was sick, that was intense, like, really truly like, off the edge of your seat kind of stuff. I'm making this way too, epically proportioned that it needs to be. I don't need to do that. But no, like again, in all seriousness, jokes aside, that's what I'm doing. So to commemorate the 31 days of Halloween, I'm presenting you guys with a very nice treat, which is 31 matches of Tekken 7. So, and if you guys like that, I will try to do it again for next year, and I'm even planning on doing something in the future in December where it's known as the 25 Days of Lily Miss, where essentially I will just post up a match where you'll see me play my main in Tekken Lily, and I'll just do like a match a day to represent the 25 days of Christmas and all that stuff. And so that's what I'm working on doing right now. So for right now, we're not worried about December right now. I'm more focused on here, and so that's my goal. And so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this. And I was just trying to find a way to how to I'm still new to this. I'm still new, even though like I've been sort of around the block before. Still learning the ins and outs still. So again, that's what I'm gonna do. The 31 matches on Halloween. So hope you guys enjoy that, and also enjoying things. If you guys happen to enjoy this very video, please give this vid a huge thumbs up. You know what? Let me change that up. Be sure that this vid, if you guys like this vid, be sure that the like and the subscribe buttons are both destroyed! And also be sure to ring that notification bell so then you guys will be further updated on future content that I will be uploading. So with that being said, my name is Ryan, aka Scarred King, telling you we are all fighters when you look at the scars that we have. Peace.